Order, and there were no decisions made in the executive session.
Are you listening? I think we're ready for you.
Good morning.
Morning. So you can come up here.
Come up here. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Misty Jimerson. I am a health educator for the Thomas County Health Department, but I'm here because of my first love, which is food, as you can tell. I am the chairperson for the Western Prairie Food Farm and Community Alliance, which consists of 9 counties. We go from Cheyenne to Wallace to Gove to Decatur and everything in between. One of my goals for this year was to get to all commissioners' meetings to let them know that we have been working, even though 2020 happened, we still continue doing work. And I wanted to make sure that I came and bragged about the people that are working in your county. As I stated, I am the chairperson for this group, and your representatives is Daniel Holsworth, and then it was Candy, but Candy moved to Texas, I think. So we are going to be looking for someone else to represent. I don't know how long all of you have been on the commission, but we were the first in the state and first in the nation to be regional. When we pulled this together, we went to all of our county commissioners and asked them to sign a resolution. So there is a resolution that you have signed, or if you weren't here at the time, that the commission had signed saying that you support us. Not funding, just that you support us. We don't ask for any funding from our commissioners at all. So we pulled together. We have 2 people that represent each county, one that is commission appointed, and then one that is appointed by what we call a CAT team, or community action team. And like I said, we'll have to find out, since Candy's no longer here, who that person will be. So anyway, I wanted to come. We were approached by Sunflower Foundation a couple of years ago to write a grant. They wanted to give us funding to work on things food related in Northwest Kansas. So we were able to give each county $4,500 to do something in their communities. I have to have my notes so I make sure that I get everything correct here when I talk about what Cheyenne County did. So with that $4,500, they were able to do the raised beds at the schools at Cheyenne, 7th and 8th grade industrial arts class that built those.
Yeah, I think I helped move those around.
Did you?
Are you talking the ones that are on the highway out there?
Could be.
Town?
Yeah. The hospital edible landscaping was something that they did. The farmers market, and then also they do a lot of education on healthy eating and that type of thing. So that was some of the things that they did with their funds. Make sure I get my notes here. So that was what they did. So Danny and Candy really ran with that and was able to get those up and running. We also worked regionally, and then we also worked statewide. We have actually been Kroger has reached out to us and has asked us to try to find people that are growing melons. So if you know anybody that is growing melons, they are looking for those in Northwest Kansas to put into their Kroger stores. We actually have 4 farmers so far. I think 2 in Wallace and 2 in Decatur County that will be working with them. Last year, Kroger worked in Southeast Kansas and was able to furnish in each of their Kroger stores, which I'm not sure how many Kroger stores they had in Southeast Kansas, but there was 8,000 melons in each of those stores. So that's a lot of melons there. So they want to do that here in Northwest Kansas. So that's one of the things that we're working on. Did you have a question?
No.
Oh, okay. So if you do know anybody that has melons, let me know.
Are you talking watermelons? Or are you talking...
We're watching watermelons. We're talking cantaloupe, any of that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Last year they did seedless watermelons and watermelons mostly, but they are looking for anybody that's doing any type of melon. So
Do they grow good in this?
For me, no, they don't, because we're not sandy enough. They grow really well in Southwest Kansas. but there are some people that can do it. So I thought that they grew really well in sandy, and we don't have a lot of sand up here. So
I thought they came down like from Lamar and then through there.
yeah, I'm sorry.
We don't.
Oh, you don't think so?
We should plant them along the river.
Yeah. Well, in my
That's all we have is sand.
well, maybe I should come grow melons then, if you're willing to let me borrow that.
My daughter and her kids raised melons last year. They had a pretty good sized patch. And
Well, good.
they were good.
Yeah.
They just didn't get very big. They were real little. But they were good.
Yeah. Also, like I said, Kroger's reached out to us. We have done presentations nationally. I did a presentation here to over 900 people across the nation to talk about how we were able to pull 9 counties together. Since we were the first in the state and first in the nation, we get a lot of people looking at us going, okay, you guys are doing it regionally. How can we take what you did and put it into our part of the country? So I just wanted to make sure that you knew that we may not be high up in Northwest Kansas, but we are very high when it comes to the Food Policy Council. People are really looking at us. The other thing that I wanted to make sure that I tell you guys is I know you guys support RC&D, Resource Conservation and Development, which is our umbrella organization. We are not a 501c3, so for us to write grants and receive grants, we have to be under an umbrella. So we do work under RC&D for that. So I do say thank you very much for your support of them, because without your support, we wouldn't be able to do the work that we are doing. So,
Danny's doing a nice job out there.
what's that?
Danny's doing a nice
Yes.
job out there.
Yes. Yep. So she was going to be here with me today, but I picked a day when she was going to be coloring eggs with her son. So I told her I would just come and brag about her anyway. So other than that, like I said, I wanted to make sure that you guys knew that we have been working. The Coronavirus Farmers Assistance Program was something that was started actually here. Candy brought that to Northwest Kansas, had reached out to me and said, we have 500 pallets or 500 boxes of food. Do you know where we can do with this? So we were able to take those 500 pallets after she had gotten 300 here. We took those 500 and put them throughout our 9 counties. We continued doing that. We kind of changed it up a little bit. We moved it because of we had more volunteers in Thomas and Colby that was able to take it off the truck. Then what we did was we got the truck every week, which was 880 boxes of food. I don't know if you guys saw them, but they were, the boxes were about that wide, about that long, and about that wide, and had everything in it that you can think of: peppers and potatoes and apples and that. We were able to get all of those throughout Northwest Kansas. We stepped out of it as the Food Policy Council because we were seeing that it was taking some of our business away from our small grocery stores, and that's something that we didn't want to happen.
Yeah, that's not the one that, like the Bird City store has vegetables every so often.
That one is actually called Simply Produce, and that's 15 pounds of produce for $15.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different than the coronavirus one. So
Okay.
yeah. The coronavirus one comes from Kansas City, and it's farmers that's in Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa. So they bring all their produce to one spot, and then they bring it across the state of Kansas for us to distribute. So I was in Gove County here a couple of weeks ago, and Gove County was really concerned with their grocery store there because their grocery store is really small. And the coronavirus Farmers Assistance Program now has milk and meat on it. And so she was telling me that they were throwing away gallons of milk, about 15 to 20 gallons of milk a week, because of what this was bringing in. So we're trying to work with our local grocery stores so kind of doing what the Bird City thing does with the 15 pounds, working with our smaller grocery stores to do that. So, yeah. But other than that, I don't want to take much of your time. I just wanted to come up and say thank you for your support. if there's any questions that you have, Danny is your point of contact, or you can always reach out to me. Scott knows how to get a hold of me. My husband works up here, so, or however.
Yeah.
I never ask. I just, yeah. So, but other than that, thank you guys for everything. And
As long as you never ask for money, you're welcome.
I don't ask for money, let me tell you. Yeah. My parents installed that in me. You never ask for money, so it's hard for me to do that.
So, just one question.
Yes.
You said that we appoint one,
Uh-huh.
and that must be Danny.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you're short one now, and
Yes.
you'll be doing that appointing.
Yes. Yeah. I'll work with Danny, and I'll probably work with Tom. Oh gosh, I just lost his last name. Tom. He helped us out at the beginning.
Keller?
Yes, thank you. Tom Keller. I'll probably work with him a little bit and see who we can find. But if you have suggestions, we're always open for suggestions. So if you know anybody that's interested in food, yeah, we're more than willing to take the suggestions. So
Okay, well, thank you.
thank you guys so very much.
Thank you.
You guys have a great day.
You too.
Nice to meet you, Scott.
Where's Elmer? Where's Elmer?
I don't know.
Yeah. I think this is the first one he's missed.
He was at the band concert, or the music recital last night.
Amanda, we're ready for you. I guess she goes ready.
Yeah. Hi, Matt.
I'm just here to remind you guys how my position works as far as the county appraiser. We're appointed officials, we're not elected, and so the Board of County Commissioners appoints us to a 4-year term. My term is up the end of June, so it is your option whether or not you want to reappoint me or look for somebody else. So I'm just reminding you of how that process works, and that's coming, and I'm hoping that I've done a good enough job that you would want to reappoint me, but
I thought maybe you might move.
no, I wasn't planning on it. But if I need to be looking for a job, let me know now, as opposed to June 30th.
Jeez, Roger, dropping a hint there.
No, I personally think you're doing a good job.
So anyways,
I haven't heard anything.
Very
Once-
good job.
thank you. Once, in June, we'll have to, I think, do a resolution to do that
We'll have to look at what we did.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's a 4-year contract, you said?
4 years, yep. So, and the only other thing is, I would ask, would you guys mind if we painted the office in there when we have some downtime?
You done what?
Paint the office in there. I mean, the
As long as
Pepto-Bismol
it's
pink.
okay with Shelley, it'll be fine.
Pepto-Bismol pink
So
is,
soothing.
yeah. So if you guys don't mind, if we have some time, we might put something.
I don't mind.
Do you want to help?
Free labor.
Yeah. So,
Oh, sounds
Okay.
great.
I don't want to help it.
your game.
I'll cheer you on.
Alrighty, sounds good. Stop in and see me when you're done. I got a
Okay.
number on some lumber for you.
Okay.
So, alrighty.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Should we take a break till Craig
Where Greg
Waltz comes
is.
in? Or you guys want to take a 5-minute break?
That's fine.
Fine.